Hey guys, welcome back. Maris here, and today we have again Biomutant, and this is my turn to give you 50, yes, 50 advanced tips and tricks. Not all of them are advanced, let me put it ahead, but let's not waste time because there will be a lot of things I will show you, explain you, give you heads up so you can enjoy the game the fullest, absolutely fullest, so you can, yeah, you get the idea. So let's jump into the game. I will put down, yeah, every single one of them and try to put a timestamp as well, so you can, and in the description there's always a whole list, so you can just read out all the 50 tips and just, yeah, I don't know, skip whole video. Anyways, I'll start with some basics, but there will be advanced ones. Oh, right, I can't afford to, sorry, crazy me, put down the biohazard. So one of the tips is how to actually get these biohazard suits. And why I'm explaining, because there's a trick for the new players. So what you need to do is get in hazard zone. Those you can easily find across. They're always either green or either pink, or yeah, the colors you will see. Once you get in such zone, you need to trigger a cutscene. Cutscene is your character vomiting or being chilled or to hazardous or whatever. So without that cutscene, it doesn't count. And I need to point out specifically because sometimes you run in a zone, there's enemies and you are fighting. The cutscene will not be triggered while you are in combat. So if you run out of the combat zone because there are enemies attacking and everything, and you not trigger the cutscene, then you will not have the quest. Only in this sequence you will reveal a quest. You can find it automatically appears to get the hazard, this suit to actually get where to get this suit. Simple as that. But let's move on. We have another one. Why the hell it's Jesus? I hate it. I hate it. Oh yeah, I know. Sorry. It will be a little painful for me to switch over those tips, but yeah, for you, of course, everything. Finished locations can't still have loot. This is when you go in any location, there pops up a little screen at the side that says find a loot, I don't know, get a totem, something. This is important to mention. Once you complete the, let's call them big loot and get totems and what is considered significant, it will show like this, that this area is complete. Don't get fooled, there can be still kinda minor boxes around, but if you have a good loot chance, you can bring out some really awesome stuff out of them. So just simple as that. If you see the sign saying area is looted, it doesn't mean it actually is looted, okay? That's the main point. So now, the important part, how and why I call this video advanced. Let me show you how to change your look. And no, I haven't seen a single YouTube video about it, so this is, I just load my save so I can show you other things, but the same applies to absolutely first character build. So let me show you. For example, let's say we want to go to agility builds. There's agility normally here. Pay attention, pay close attention to the face. The proportions of bodies of your body will be the same, but look at this. Look at this face. What I get if I make full agility. Now, if I press button R on keyboard that says randomize, it is randomized. You look at the face. It puts your key, this pointer somewhere else, but what else happens? You see, I all the time reset back to agility, but look at the face. Every time different face. So this is actually amazing, and for example, you can go full agility with this kind of face, but if you trigger this R, you can get, say, this face or this face. You see? So this is something, I don't know if it's a bug or something, or that's intentional, but once you trigger randomize, it also randomizes what kind of face belongs to this particular type. So I haven't seen anyone just messing around with the game as much. For example, you see exactly the same stat would be if you start as a beginning character, but the faces, you can absolutely change it as well. So that's one of my awesome things I found. Yeah, I don't want to change, my character is amazing. Anyways, that's enough. I need to move forward a little bit faster because, yeah, point number 4 is charisma. First cap is 100 points. Yeah, let me show you why. Yeah, my character also, I put 200 points in charisma and my barter is 41%. There are basically 2 points too much because once I have 37% this barter, when I buy things, my discount goes twice up and it limits at 75%. You can't have more discount than 75% when you are buying something at the corner you see. So any additional charisma point beyond 180 will be gone. The charisma helps also in when you try persuade someone, but for barter, this is a first cap. So going above, I would not recommend. Also those 20 points I spent here, wasted. Next on number 5, there's critters on a map. You will, and I absolutely suggest everyone to go after them. Why? Because you can capture them and then you have 3 options: kill, pet and release, or capture. Basically, I call them free aura because once you at the beginning need some aura to get more stuff, reveal. Yeah, you see I have 74, 72. Normally I try to balance them out. Beyond 30 there's no point of them, but getting the critters which are all over the place, you can easily boost your dark or and light aura. Easy to get your mutations and abilities. You need them at the beginning, so you don't need to wait for some special quest or something to be a good guy or bad guy. Just mess around with those critters. Yeah, it means you need to kill half of them and you need to pet and release half of them, and then you have the whole aura. I'd say increase your aura by critters because they have no impact on the world. Because in the world you can also be a dick or a good person. It changes that setting. There's all around the world. Basically, if you are a good guy, you're a bad guy. You burn something down, it will be burned. And if you're a good guy, you get the idea. Once you get into game and playing, you will understand. Important thing that no one, you easily find it out, but I'm saying ahead so you know aware. There's dismantling and swapping upgrades. As always in the game, you have this huge question. If I have a thing, some upgraded gear, right? For example, I have my upgraded gear. And what happens if I swap in? Is it my gear? Yeah, it is my gear. What happens if I swap in some add-ons? Because you see, I have 4 add-ons already there. They're best of the class. If I swap something else in, I get them out. If I take this upgraded dark leather, what is the full name? Okay, I don't have it. Anyways, if I dismantle it, I will have the base of it and all 4 upgrades. So no upgrade is lost. The only way how you can destroy is when there is nothing upgraded and then you try to dismantle and then you see you will get out of scrap. But otherwise, there's no way. Feel free to swap in, put together a weapon, decide, it's not bad, dismantle it by the parts. Each and every part you will get back. It's important. And moving on, tip number 7, there's ranged, was it? Yeah, ranged combos for Wung-Fu. It is, to trigger Wung-Fu you need combos. It's just basic tip. My advice is to do the combos with your ranged weapon, whatever you have, because ranged weapon is way easier to trigger. if you're trying to do a combo with a melee weapon, then if you get interrupted in the way, it doesn't count as a combo. So it's way harder, especially at the beginning when you're fighting and everyone is so powerful. So getting this, yeah, this was a combo. But if I get hit in the middle, it's getting interrupted. But if you are playing with combos, for example, my favorite, double jump and shoot, absolutely easiest to pull off. And then get another combo, and then again double jump and shoot, and you got full Wung-Fu. Those who don't know, you want to get Wung-Fus and combos as soon as possible. They are core of the game, of the fight. They are amazing. Tip number 8 is reloading doesn't interrupt action. This is something does not every other game does it, or another way around. For example, yeah, I'm too fast and upgraded. For me, when I reload, it happens in few seconds. At the beginning of the game, the reload is quite long. In this game, they manage it pretty awesomely. Once you run out of ammo, it kind of regenerates. While it regenerates, kind of reloads, you can easily do a casting, do a melee fight, something. Basically, while you reload, it happens in backhand. Like, you can freely do a few hits, do I don't know, some casting, some spells, whatever. Meanwhile, it's reloaded, and then again you can continue shooting. That's every other game is there are. What was I just playing? Where yeah, scavengers. When you hit reload, even if you start running, it interrupts reload. It's like, come on, man. Anyways, this game does it way better. Pay attention to blockers that trigger quests upgrade. Yes, there is. Similarly as biozones, those biohazard zones, you will. But let's put it in this way. When game presents you with a problem, a blocker, for example, you can't open a door because you don't have upgraded tool. These tools actually you can find out in inventory at the end. Yeah, this old world crowbar. Why doesn't it show? Okay, anyways, I have it, but there's an upgrade version. But the thing is, whenever you face a door that you can't open, it automatically triggers this quest. If you miss the quest, once it pops up, similarly as those hazard, those suits. Once you get in the hazard, it pops at the corner. By the way, you can get this hazard suit, and if you miss it and continue to doing your quest, the quest will be still in your backlog, but you missed it and you never realized that you need to go get it. Similarly as other upgrades. Okay, I can't speak today. Yes, this is, oh my god, I hope they fix it. You can get a special tribe armor. The problem is, I will show you. For example, yeah, under the gear, let's say, you can, for example, these biohazard suits, anti-resistant, whatever. If I try to scrap them, it doesn't allow me to scrap, which is absolutely great. They prevent me from scrapping absolutely things I don't want to scrap. It does not work for these awesome suits. They're not great, but well, they're just one of a kind. You can't buy them. Once you get them, there is just one. And the problem is, these you accidentally, because they are not special, nothing, you can scrap them, and it's absolutely the worst. Be aware once you get your favorite gear, for example, this awesome outfit. I don't know how to say it. Be careful, because so far there's no way to prevent you from accidentally dismantling them. All right. Tip number 11, we have glider. Oh my god, you will open every single YouTube reviewer and they will say like, the glider, it is absolute, it's overrated as fuck. And I will explain why. Simple as that. The glider goes down really fast. There is this is not like just Cause or any other game where you can glide over and reach far horizons. It will be approximately the same time if you just like a flat. In this game there is no fall damage. If you just jump down, pick yourself up, get on mount, and then run with the mount. The glider is super over king rated. I'm just saying because at the beginning you have a choice how and where to upgrade your automation. The automation, this little, it has more all the basically what you can get. My advice, especially if you're going melee something, this health injector. You will have your health other items as well, but this health injector is just cool. Yeah, the boost anything but the glider. Anyways, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's overrated as hell because every single YouTuber will say, "Yeah, go get the glider." Fuck no, nah, they don't know what they're talking about. They just copy each other because everyone says glider is cool, but none of them, I think, actually tested it. Anyways, that's beyond the point. Let's move forward. One of the biggest enemies, it will be simple as that. I call them big guys. You will see the little enemies, whatever they are, and there are mutants that are 3-4 times bigger than I am. I will not going to look for it, but idea is simple. Dance is my term of A+A+D stands for attack, attack, dodge. And pay attention, there is no 3 times attack because you can't pull off 3 attacks and then dodge. Either you will get bashed, either you will be kicked in the stomach with leg, or either you will be grabbed and thrown on ground. But double attack and then just roll is absolutely, it's basically you can get those guys. And the thing is, it doesn't matter in which direction you dodge, because I usually dodge through behind them, or one or other side, because the most important thing is you change where you are located, because enemies, basically like in every game, they realize what location you are and then try to hit there. So you can manage to pull off 2 attacks and then just dodge out behind or something. They will start attack or start a grab, you are already somewhere else. Just try it out. 2 times attack and 1 time dodge. That's the simplest way. And why I'm mentioning this, someone would say, yeah, you can shoot them. There are big guys with armor where ranged attack is just reflecting. You have to go melee. There are enemies you have to absolutely melee them or with kill with magic. No, magic, I mean psi powers. Anyways, spending too much point on this. Tip number 13 is do not use outfits. I will quickly explain because I have them as well, but one of the cool things everyone, and also those YouTubers who don't know what they talk about, is to use this outlook, these outfits for biohazards. The problem is you will constantly, especially at the beginning, change your outfit, because this is my best gear, best gear I can get. If I need biohazard, I need to change 1 stupid legs. That's it. Especially after the patching, I don't know why, but I have way too much resistance already. Anyways, easier is to pull off these 1 pants and change them back and forth, because once you save this outfit, this, for example, shoulder will be outdated. You need to keep updated all the freaking outfits for that 1 or 2 pieces of gear you switch out for this biohazard resistance. So it's don't get me wrong, outfits are cool, but most likely you will run around with 1 best of, but there's no point of, if you find your best gear, to gear something else. Only, for example, this is just showcasing how cool and awesome is armor, but they have no functionality. So I explained everything. You know, guys. Right, tip number 14. I need to speed up, otherwise you are already getting sleepy. Not all hazards are the same. Just giving you an example, I will suggest you to find out yourself. I'm trying to save as least spoilers as much as I can. For example, this biome nucleus there is biohazard. Once it reach 100%, it will quite fast reduce your health. It's just, but you can heal yourself up if you have a lot of health. You can spend quite a lot of time in here. Similarly, in these zones, which is these pink areas. But if you go in areas, which is here, where you have no oxygen, once this oxygen reaches 100, you are dead. You're just dead, like simple as that. So be aware, not every single of these biohazards are the same. This just saying so you don't have this weird, not weird, but bad experience. Simple things, but escaping small cutscenes, and I will explain which cutscenes. There are sometimes little puzzles when you need to open a door. You find a door, you see a wire that goes to the box. When you open the box, there is a cutscene that says, wow, the door opens, and you're like, I know. And even if there is not the escape button at the corner saying, yeah, you can skip this, you can skip it. So basically, I'm talking about those little scenes. You're like, when you see them already the 20th time, you're like, I know the doors will open. And absolutely nothing else will happen. There's no dialogue, nothing. So be aware, you can save your troubles and just skip them. Remap abilities. I try usually in the games play with the settings developers tend to play, but there is one thing that is absolutely weird in this game is toggling consumables, weapons and melee, which you will not do as often as you think. You will do it, but not as often. And then using quick abilities are with F1, F2, F3, F4. What? I haven't changed them, but what I did is at least 2 abilities mapped to. I have 2 extra buttons for my mouse on the mouse, because otherwise those abilities are absolutely pain to use. You toggle them with middle mouse button, and then you select one of the. It's absolutely like one of the worst things ever. So currently I have selected my movement speed just on my. You get the idea. This is one thing I absolutely suggest to switch away, otherwise you will hate abilities in general, okay? So when that's out of the way, tip number 17 is attacking individual tribes. Yes. If you open up a map, you will see there's allied tribe and there's a rival tribe. The thing is, for example, if you I don't know, let's pick someone I haven't killed, I guess. So if you find a lot of guys on the outpost, not outposts, but those gateways, let's call them, there's always like 3 or 4 guys sitting around the fireplace. You can absolutely engage them, kill them, get loot of them, most of all get experience out of them, and they will not turn evil, like they will not start attacking. I think the only way how you can get this rival state is once you attack outposts, like the big outpost when you go at the door and engage them. That's the way how they will get rival with you. Otherwise, everyone else you see on the open world, engage them. That's a free experience, alright? That's something that probably you didn't know, maybe, but yeah, anyways. My wise is, yeah, as contradictional probably it is, it's actually not. There is, oh my god, I've seen too much YouTube videos about it, and one of the things, I found it just by completing quest, but I have this weapon and I will show you and I will explain what the problem is. The problem is simple. Not crafting, not gear, but here. This is the weapon. This is one of the best weapons ever. Look at the damage. Look at the freaking damage. And the thing is, it is overpowered. Once you get this weapon, there is absolutely no point of anything else. Basically, you just take a double-handed weapon, and basically it ruins the game. Honestly, it ruins the game. I got it, and as you can see, I'm not wearing it. My favorite, I'm still going with double And there's another reason why I do this. My favorites are these double. Yeah, because I have electricity and fire. So they are, so it's simple. They are way unbalanced, which absolutely interrupts the game crafting mechanics. And I get the point that you want to get it, but I'd say you will ruin the game for yourself. Simple as that. Only, yeah, this is something small, but I will mention it because save games are only 25 slots, which came as a surprise because that's quite a low for me, because I like to save the progress for whatever reason, only 25, and that's across all your characters. I'm currently leveled up already 2 of them, so yes, if I go start extra or something, I will want to save and I have no free slots. I don't know, come on man, give me something, give me a break. That's my hard drive. I want to fill it up with my save games from Biomutant. Allow me, please. Alright, tip number 20, changing tribes, reset zones. I can show you it right away. As you know, this was the beginning. I completed them, I conquered both of them. This was my zone. Once you swap, I actually swapped these guys, that's why how I get the military. Once you get new allied, it resets the zones, and this is actually the 3rd tribe I allied with. I changed already 3 times and I will do it more and more. Anyways, once you change the allies, as you can see, all other zones are reset. I can again, and I need again to get to the outpost and kill them, but that's not a problem. Just so you know how it happens, because me and my brother, we were wondering how and if it happened. Yes, it does. Alright, moving on, tip number 21, we have, I'm just giving you these weird numbers which don't add up, but once you find a gear, whatever gear, you will find these 2 parameters, quality and material. And quality, the maximum is 7. So for example, if you find a weapon that says quality is, I don't know, 5 and material is, I don't know, 10, then you might think, ooh, I can get up quality 5 more levels. No, it's weirdly, this limit is 7 and this limit is 12. These are the maximum. So once you, and this is important also because once you reach maximum, you can't upgrade anymore. Why it is important? Because of the next point. Sorry. You can upgrade upgrades. As stupid as it sounds, it is exactly how it sounds. So for example, I probably will make separate guide with crafting tips, but for example, if I make a weapon, we see here the level is 4 and 6, and I put 4 and 6 level upgrades, the spikes or something, you know, the add-ons, and then the whole weapon I upgrade to the max, to 7 and 12, each and every individual part will also be upgraded to the top. But it goes other way around. If I pick already a weapon that is fully upgraded, I can't upgrade it. Even if I put, let's say, a little bit lower level add-ons, these are these add-ons, for example. See, I have this chain blade. It is not full, it's only, it doesn't show me, it's not, it's red, it should be a spectacular level. It's not fully upgraded. I need to pull it out, put it in some low level weapon, then upgrade it to the maximum, then this chain blade, this upgrade will be upgraded to the max level. It will have more armor pierce setting, and then I can put it back here. It's hard to explain, but those who know the game will like, oh, that's how it works. Yes, that's how it works. Here, jump on the wire, I will not go for a wire, but there are the balancing wire, the yellow ones. When you go for a while, you start losing balance. Only thing you need to do is jump. Once you jump, it basically resets your balance. Don't bother to try to something, and additionally, you can jump and move forward, and you will land on this. The game is very forgiving, so that these wires, if anyone had trouble, jump, move forward, or just jump or double jump or whatever, it resets and repeat until moving forward you are then. Okay? And now you know. So this is the thing I had to include in this video, because I have separate video, because I needed you guys to know this trick, but please, please, please abuse those two things and you will understand why. Those two things are in the mutations. In biogenetics, you get fungi, one of the absolutely cheapest first thing you can get. Yes, get this thing, and then get blaze, also one of the cheapest and first abilities you can get. So the thing is simple. One allows you to jump about this high. This is not high. This is, let's be honest, this is not high. And another thing allows you to move forward, which is cool. But what game does not explain, and I can imagine why it doesn't explain you this, but I'm giving you this. If you combine those two, let me find a perfect example. When you put down a mushroom and then with the blaze run over it, you get something like this. And this height was approximately 3 or 4 times higher than you can get from just a mushroom. So that's why I have those two abilities on my mouse buttons, so I can just run, and when I see I need to get somewhere up there, not that high, but 2 or 3 story buildings, that the same wires, I bypassed so much climbing and everything with this that I got a feeling it was not intended like this, because it's way too powerful. So please, please, please abuse those two things, because you can see this is too crazy, all right? And yes, I'm giving this all knowledge for free, of course for free, from gamer to gamer, so you can get more excited and way cooler things in the game faster, all right? Okay, let's move forward. We have half of the time already, damn it. Mekton combo. This is something that's especially why we are in this location. Mekton is a big robot. One of the things that I don't know how that is. No, it's relevant. You can get special move. It shoots, it hits, but it does one extra thing, and I don't know. I don't think the game shows you it. Ah, warning already. So Mekton is a big robot, and ability is 2 times space, because once you press space you jump, and then if you press again it kinda floats, right? And if you combine it with melee, then some pretty cool things happen. Let's say, for example, something like this. Sorry, yeah, I moved a little bit. I need to. This kind of seems like our meg. Oh, I don't know what he releases, but this is something crazy shit. So, if you haven't found this combo, I've tried something else. If you know some other combos, please let me know. But this was pretty cool, for example, compared to, I don't know, the boring shooting, for example. Anyways, we must move on, because I am pointing out those 3 modes because so far what I have found, they are the absolutely slowest, and those percentages are how much slower they are to approximately every other mode. All other modes I tested are the same speed, but if you see some mode that has Azure in the name, avoid it. It is slower, simple as that. And this Putigoat, I think actually I can pull out and show you which one is it. I think that's the one you have from the quest, this Putigoat. This one, you have a little fighting scene and then you get it, and you can absolutely find similar. You see the different name, you can buy it. This one is faster than this one. So this Putigoat and those 2 Azures just simply avoid, okay? they are slower. You don't need slow things. One thing that in the game is once you start realizing and using this shroom and jumping, you will face the moments when you run out of key energy. This key energy at the top you see. So one thing, for example, if you just run or I don't know, flew somewhere and you think you need somewhere else to fly over, you need to know your key energy is full. But game does this. You see it's regenerating, but after a while the bar, bar disappears and you don't know the energy. If you do a dodge that uses the smallest amount of key, it's the easiest way how you can bring up the key bar to see how much you have, or if you have changed the gear, if you have the full energy. Just simple minor, as I said, there will be a minor tips as well, so this is one of them. Easy as that. Anyone who says that the game, it's not hard game, because the game is not about, it's not a Dark Souls 4 or something. That's why there is no penalty for death. Whatever you do, you don't drop loot, you don't lose experience, you don't lose money, you don't lose nothing. There is absolutely no penalty, so honestly there is no reason to save from one hand, because you can jump in a fight, die, just load back right before those saves are quite often. Run back, try some different method. If you die, try again. Then once you get over the fight, it's easy, so there's no penalty, which is some hardcore, not so smart people will say that's stupid. No, stupid is when game punishes you for playing. So this game is not about difficulty, let's be honest, okay? So this is something you need to know and be aware when you jump in. So another reason why I'm still sticking around this is, in this area, this is actually the only area where you can call them Mekton. I can't show you because I have destroyed, but there are some white, not white, but washed out yellow house ruins. I'm embarrassed to say how long it took for me to find out they are actually destroyable. For example, here there will be blockade. That blockade is destroyable. You can't destroy it. And once I realized that, I had to go back and destroy every single one of them, because some of those buildings actually withheld me from getting some gear, some loot, some awesome things. So yeah, anyways, be aware. Not every building in here, but you will find those specific washed out yellow, I call them, ruins, buildings that you can destroy. So now you know. So yeah, Mekton, then I can leave this place because I need this Mekton to show you some things. Once you are in Mekton, even if your character has this perk, there is a perk that says Adrenaline, your health is increased while in combat, which is absolutely must have if you play melee build. So while you are fighting, you can just simply avoid taking some damage and it will really slowly, but regenerate the health. This is not true if you are in this robot. If you fight and receive damage, the bar never ever restarts. I don't know if it's a bug, maybe it's already fixed. I haven't tested fully out because I think I killed every single enemy that there is in this zone, but just be aware, just pay attention. So it's, if you think, and the funny thing is, once you jump out of it, the same health starts regenerating, but not while you are in a robot. Who knows? Anyways, we must move on. Enemies are zoned. What it means is, sometimes, especially for example for this robot, if you aggro at one enemy here, group of enemies, some little weasels, and then you see some other enemies over there. In your thinking, what you want to do is to bring over those parties together, and then you can do some area of damage, for example this thing, and hit everyone, right? So basic principle of gaming, you gather them and then you area of damage them. The thing is, each enemy has a zone from their starting point. If they reach some area, and that's really annoying, when you pull too far away, they just simply turn around and run away. While they run away, they slowly regenerate health. But if you can't catch up them and then aggro again, they will have full health at the point when they reach the original zone. So anyways, there are usually in open world games many cases they kind of follow you quite far. In this game the zone is quite small, so be aware of it. Even if you fight and you have no intentions to pull them somewhere, you accidentally can, just by dodging and flying around, get yourself out of the zone and lose all the health you have drained already, okay? Be aware of it. And now the next tip is about the robot. Okay, I can show you because I will load back the game. So the thing is simple. You can modify them. What you see here is absolutely the base of it. And that's why I call it clean. You see, there's nothing extra. It's like a skeleton. It's like core of it, and I like it. But the problem is, I will show you. I have only the head. I can change the head and then pull back to what I originally had. But once you see, I have not, let's say, put on the things. But once I put it on, there is no way you can put it off. It's like basically now you are stuck. So there is no way you can get back to the clean. That's why I call it clean once you have selected something, because there's no choice to unselect. And this is quite annoying once I found out, because at the end when I tried every single one of them, there are some cool stuff. I was not happy and I wanted back my clean Mekton, and I was not able to do it. So for example, now I have ruined as well. I will reload the game so I can have my clean Mekton back. Small things, but yeah, now you know. Because the thing is, all armor on yourself you can put on and put off, not for this one. So next one is character on a map. As funny as it sounds, I found it for myself too late. So these big characters, all of them have a quest, they have a limit, some of them more chained up, some of them just few. The thing is simple. How you know that you have reached the full potential with them is once you talk with them, there is an option to the bottom left corner, and when you click it, usually there's show me what you got, and it opens up a selling screen. So basically, once they start selling to you something, it means you have done the thing with them. As simple as that. And my advice is interact with them, do those quests, because they all have some quite unique rewards. For example, that bad weapon sword I showed, that's one of them. Comes from one of these. But anyways, these are important. These are important guys. Talk to them, get the quests. Even if you're done, sometimes it seems like and you just run away. Just check it. If you can't buy from them, it means there's still quests somewhere going on, or in a backlog, or you missed and have switched over to something else you need to find, and it's still something to do with them, alright? Alright. Moving on, tip number 34 is don't lose... Please, listen carefully. Do not lose the mines, because you will find, for example, I don't know, this Suborbia. This is one of actually examples. You have a list to do, loot, I don't know, 5 something to get the totem something. You do every single thing, you have explored everything, you are this completionist, and there's like one chest missing, and like, I missed it. And I'm saying you do not lose mind over it, because there are a lot of locations where that one final chest is behind the door, and the door is locked by the quest. You don't even know it. It doesn't say you. Or even it's not a door, or I don't know, the destroyable wall or whatever. So the thing is, I found myself losing my mind and running around like I swept every single corner of this place. I had to find this, and then just I don't know, just losing my mind, and I don't know, few hours later, I meet a guy and he says like, "Can you bring over me this cool thing? Here's a key for a K." And I'm like, that's the place where I find. So yeah, be aware of it. There are locked doors that you have no knowledge about. So if you can find that one locked chest, let it go, or the totem or something, because behind those doors can be anything that it misses from the list. All right, please do not lose your mind like I did. Enough with one crazy guy, right? So this is something, especially at the beginning. You pair with one of the tribes, and you have all the zone. They're friendly. What the game does not say to you is that friendly outposts, you will find them. You will find a loot in them. You will find a quest in them. It feels like it's already your tribe, so there's nothing there. Quite opposite. There is absolutely everything still in each and every one of those outposts, and there's no enemies to fight them. So this, I would say, is one of the places at the beginning. Every tribe has 4 outposts and then the main fortress. You have 4 locations for you to find loot, find stuff, find materials, especially at the beginning. So yeah, do that. In towns, yeah. Towns, tip number 36. I'm moving too slowly, but yeah, I'm slow, sorry. These towns, where usually you have already also the travel point, I noticed actually, it's by accident, is in those towns you can find a quest that leads to those special characters, to additional quests. Anyways, there's things to do. But the funny thing was, when I arrived, it was nighttime and I didn't even pay attention. And I ran through every building, looted every chest, as a pillager I am. Hoarder, actually. And I see, okay, no quest, cool, awesome. But I don't know what I felt. I was like, oh, okay, let's spend the night. There's usually one building, not sure I can find that fast, yeah, where you can spend the night. And the thing is, once I rested until daybreak, these characters in this village, at the night they go to sleep, and at the morning I woke up and I thought, let's run somewhere else where are some quests, and there was quests right here. Because the thing is, once these NPCs go to sleep, you can't get the quest. Probably, maybe if you interrupt them in their beds, you get the quest. I think you can interrupt, but anyways, they are in the houses, so you don't see them. But in daytime, they're out there, and you see the little exclamation marks, and you know, oh, this one gives the quest. Actually, I think this exactly guy gave me a quest. Anyways, you got the point. Be aware of these day and night times, alright? Now let's bring up the reason why I hate... Actually, I want to swap out this weapon, but it's just too good damage. Not overpowered, but still good. But this... Where is it? Slow. Yeah. This fiery weapon, every single fire weapon. And why mid-late game? Because once you are mid-late game, you are not afraid of fight. Once you lock your target on enemy, you know you will kill it. The problem is, if and when you hit enemies with fire, they can caught on fire. Once they got caught on fire, they run around. Once they run around, for example, you do, I don't know, you do a combo and then you start hitting enemy. Once it's on fire, because you do a lot of hits, it just runs out of that reach. And it's so freaking annoying. It's in a melee combat when enemies are not there where you need them. It's so annoying. It's actually in many games the fire for this reason is really not advisable, because fire is always a problem, but the cold damage always is great. It freezes on place, so actually also disables enemy but does not make them move around. Electricity does the same. I think that Biohazard and those I haven't used those weapons as much, but the fire is always the worst. So fire weapons are the worst. And as every other game as well, this game also in just as you can see from my found cool weapons, From 5 weapons, 3 are fiery. And let me think. This is a quest reward, this is a quest reward, and actually I think this also is a quest reward. So game kinda knows that fire weapons are crap, so here you go. Have more crappy weapons. So another reason why not to go around with that double-handed sword, right? Let's move on. One extra thing. Once you level up, for example, I have leveled up 35 times and still missing the point. You can put in vitality because it gives you more health. That's what game tells, but what game doesn't tell you. Even if, for example, I haven't put a single vitality point in here, I have still 10. I'm basically at level 0. You still have health. You see all the health, and if you think, yeah, but you have a high level gear, yeah, no. Torso. So even when I'm naked, yeah, I can't bring up the health bar, but the game basically gives you health with every single level up. So you don't. My simple conclusion from this is I would not put vitality, like you need vitality for few weapon types to bring. Yes, at least 50 I think is then you can have, but health itself just is given to you once you level up. So yeah, be aware of it. So this at the beginning it seems like you need to put some health points, but at the end I think I have some 5,000 those health. How can I bring up the stupid health bar? That I haven't figured out. Without receiving damage, how I can get it? Yeah. I need to find someone. Yeah, these are the critters I was talking about. Once you caught, for example, I know I have less dark aura than I need to because I need to have a balance. What? They didn't give me. They didn't give me. Oh no, yeah. +1 dark energy. But anyways, yeah, you got the point. The health is given to you, so I would reach the minimum vitality. You need to wield some weapons. The rest of vitality, yeah, not needed. This is just my brother insisted to put this in. I haven't seen in patch notes if it's fixed, but at the beginning when you open, when you select a character, yeah, when you select a character, you can pick one of the resistance, and it at the center it has 6, 6, 6, 6 in every area. If you move a little bit on any direction, you will have 6, 6, 6 for 3 of them, and the last one will have 8% this resistance. So basically, with one simple click on a side, you will have, I call it a cheat, +2 +2 resistances. So now you know, okay? It's still something you probably haven't noticed. Now you have, okay? Don't laugh at it. Don't you dare. And that's the reason why I put it so bottom of the list. But it requires a little bit explaining. And explaining, I will show you. Let's say here, this game is about exploration, about adventure, about story, about revealing the map, the biozones, the biohazard zones, the characters, which are not that, let's say, recognizable and memorizable, but it's about all that. And I see in this YouTube, like, there is a weapon. I'm like, yeah, chill the fuck down. You need to know. Let me explore, because the feeling of finding something, and the game, let me repeat it, the game is not hard. There is no super hidden behind 5,000 quests and extra at the mid of the night you need to pull off the sword in the moon, and none of that bullshit every other game does just to, I don't know, screw with guys. The game is quite enjoyable, and it gives freely out this sensation of exploring. once you start watching those YouTube, and trust me, these Biomutant videos in YouTube, they're like, I don't know, half of the YouTube videos already are with just this Biomutant, and you will rub yourself. You will simply rub yourself. That's the reason why I'm not telling you a lot of things I could tell you about. For example, I showed you 3 mounts that are slower, so you are not I'm not spoiling anything for you, because there is one mount, at least one mount I know for sure is even faster than anyone else. But I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to explain. I will let you explore and find it, because you will know which one is the special one. So don't rob yourself. Watch tips and tricks video, for example, like me, and I've seen a lot other quality videos that don't spoil, don't say, oh, you need to go there and then you can buy and get this stupid sword. I hate this sword so much. I probably can load up the game so I don't have it and never ever pick it up from them, because it ruins all the crafting. I don't want it to be ruined, alright? Too much for this one point, but it is important. And if you turned off my YouTube videos while watching, fair enough, alright, fair enough. But I have 10 more points I want to give. Is find your combo and Wung-Fu style. Why it is really important? Because I can show you I have 35 available points I haven't spent. Actually, I think, yeah, you don't see it, but yeah, I have. Then I have mutations, 88 points here, and Psi 40. I'm showing off, but the problem is, if you check the perk points, I have only 10. It leads to one thing, and I haven't purchased every single one of them, because you purchase also, sorry, that's background music switched. So you have these unarmed one-handed, and once you realize what weapon you want to wield, there you need to buy those points, and they are kind of way slower to get. So my advice is to find your combo, because not every weapon, not every combo is equal. For example, in my personal opinion, I will show you just ranged weapons. If you find dual wield guns, this move you see right there, it is so hard to pull off. It does so little damage. It always goes in direction where is no one. It is really painful, and these 2 points actually are, well, there are 1 point here and 2 point here, they are wasted, because dual wield guns, I hate them. I don't like to use them. And that's the thing, once you find your thing, and I don't know how, my advice probably would be to save the game, purchase those points, get in combat, see how it feels. If it's not, load back, because these upgrade points are quite hard to get. That's why I have only 10, and I think, yeah, I still need more to unlock absolutely everything. Yes, my 10 points is way too low. So yeah, that will be shortage. Those other points, as I showed, is easy to get, but these, yeah, that's why find your style, check, and yeah, don't spend on the abilities you don't want to use. This is a simple thing, but I think, let me see if I can pull off. Sometimes you are somewhere, let me find, no, here, yeah, you see, I am here, I'm kinda not in any zone, but I can't spawn my mount here. Reason is simple, the mount spawns behind your back. If I stand with my, as you can see, my back against the wall, it literally asks, spawn me a mount in that wall. If I turn around, I haven't tested it, but I know, yeah. You see, now, from behind, there, yeah, it can spawn. It's there. So, just be aware, if you can't spawn a mount, position yourself so it has a location where to spawn. What a lovely creature. Alright. We need to move on. Combo, yeah. Oh, misspelled. This is not mobs, it's moves. I will correct it somewhere. Anyways, you have a combo. Let me pull up. Combo is for every weapon. There's a dodge, melee, and then shooting, right? And you can combine, as you can see, combo basically is 1, 2, 3, and this last shot that triggered awesome move can be counted in with next sequence, which can be, there is a combo that is shooting. No, shooting.
The night could be fun.
What was it? Anyways, you can go. Damn it! Now I need to recall. What was the other combo? Shooting, and melee? No. I can't remember. But anyways, you can find all those. I need to find. I will just otherwise feels too stupid. What was the jump, shoot? Out. Okay, and for close, what was it? Yeah, they end with. Oh yeah, shoot F. That was the. You can pull off and make a combo. So in simple words, basically those two combos, one ends with one action that is shooting, another one starts with the shooting. It can be the same. And one thing I need to mention: if there is just one enemy, you need to shoot that second time to some other enemy. There's some weird registration. Anyways, this is a minor thing, but this is awesome because you can actually you make combo out of the combo and pull off the Wung-Fu way faster, which is, I think, great. You will get in this combo and Wung-Fu, you can get pulled quite a lot. Okay, all right, just bear with me. Simple as that. This is minor thing. I will not even bother to bring up the screen. Craft ASAP. In mid to late game, for example, when you find this stupid two-handed sword, there's no point of crafting, basically. So my advice is to experience it. It actually shines at the beginning of the game. So as soon as you get something, remember this tip goes together with the tip where no additional these items are not lost once you start swapping them out and something. So as soon as you start crafting, you will benefit and you will get most out of it. So this is not the game where you need to gather a lot of things and get your materials. Like, as soon as you can craft something, do it right away. Yeah, you will not regret it. Moving on, listen to the stories. This is also I need to explain, because at one point, now with the upgraded version where they patched it's even faster and shorter with the dialogues. And I'm talking about not the casual NPCs, but for example these special ones. It feels like they are interrupting your gameplay, but actually they are the gameplay. And I will point out one particular that actually I didn't skip. I think I was eating at the same time and I just gave in the quest and he started talking. It was in this zone, yeah, this lantern guy. Oh my god. And I was so happy I didn't skip a single sentence, because what he told, what was discussion about, dragged myself in the game. As I will remind you, this is adventure game. And if you try to skip through the quest, and I have two characters leveled up. First one I leveled to 34, then started over. So you can imagine, at the beginning, every single one of the quests I have listened already. So I skipped through them because I knew, okay, that's me for playing the game already second time. But once I got to the point where was something, the new area, I started to listen again. And the more I listened, I realized this is part of the game. This is really, I'm one of the guys who actually hate a lot of talking in the games. In this game, it grew on me. So let the game, at the beginning it gets a bit annoying, but in the middle, once the fights and everything and the looting, these guys, those dialogues, there's what they say about the world, about choices and things, they actually are pretty damn good. Honestly, I'm not trying to be edgy or something. Me as the hater of those things, if I like them, you will love them, alright? So moving on, quickly, last few points is most valuable items I will give you right away, because to pay attention to buy, especially if you see at the vendors or someone, from all things. Let me just pull off a little bit boast also. You see, these are my guns, for example. I have so much of them, there's absolutely no need for so much. And the same goes for the upgrades. For example, I can just pull out. You see the colors? They are freaking one of the best. And also the lol, yeah, 0 damage. Okay, this was, yeah. Anyways, none of that matters. You can easily purchase them. You can easily find them. Each and every one of the items besides one. And the rarest items in the game is if you pull up armor upgrades and pay attention to critical chance. 1 item, 2 items, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have gathered few of them, but the idea is maybe after the update they will drop a little bit more, but most of the game I hadn't full armor upgrades with critical chance, because critical chance is the only thing you can get that boosts your damage. I needed to boost my damage, so whenever I saw, that's why I have them so much, because every single time I saw I can purchase, even if it's just 1 stupid percent, I purchased them because they were so rare. So I'm telling you, so you can be aware once you find them, because at the middle of the game, if you try to pull off the maximum damage, the crit chance, you will find that you have not enough those upgrades that give critical. I have farmed quite a lot, that's why I had so much, but you will absolutely miss them. Why? Okay, Sawblade. I need to bring up this screen again. Quickly. For ranged especially. For ranged weapons, let's go through. There is a bonus. The name, blah blah blah, a lot of things. Of course, craft yourself, switch out and something, but I will point out 2 that I think are the worst, and I will explain why. These Sawblades, they pierce through enemies, sounds great. And second one is somewhere, I definitely have them. Yeah, this blast powder. Each projectile detonates when it inflicts damage in the blast radius, so area of damage. The problem with them, what game does not tell you, is when you pull off Wung-Fu, you can jump and make in slow motion shooting. In that slow motion shooting, these projectiles are really slowly moving. What it means, if you have enemy a little bit further distance, for example the big lizards, you start shooting these kinda awesome things, the lizard, they jump around a lot. Those flying things will be in mid-air, and then the lizard will decide to jump out and then move a little bit, and none of these projectiles will hit. It was so painful because I had really high damage, this Sawblade weapon, but every single time I pulled off this slow motion, I missed everything. It was so anything. I went for way lower damage weapon without this bonus, and I made a lot more damage. With casual shooting, yeah, that's cool, but keep in mind those slow projectiles, okay? That's really a drawback. Point number 14, 8, Jesus Christ. You can drone enemies, that's like not on a paper with a pencil, but in the water. Why it is important, let me pull up side power. There is a telekinesis where you can, as you can see in the video, drag them out. But let me remind you, this is not the only way how you can push enemies in some direction. They run around, You can knock them off by shooting with combos. You can knock them out with special, for example, Sentinel has a perk that says dodging into small enemies, they kind of fall back. And what was the last one? Also, yeah, when they caught on fire, they run around in a random direction. Every way how you can get them into water, they will drown, which is kind of overpowered actually, because a lot of fights will be near water or something. So my advice is try to push them or throw them somehow in closer to water, because once there's a line that they start drowning, like when your character is swimming, these NPCs, they immediately start moving and then just not moving. It's basically the absolutely easiest way to kill them. Just experience, okay? Experiment with that. Don't yeah, you get it. A smashing quick heal is something way important at the beginning. Before you get this automated health injection, you have small health packs. And for example, I have not managed any of these items. They're just pulled in there, because if I open and again wrong section and check my health, this was no, where is, yeah, I have a lot of them. The thing is, if you have them in inventory, when your health gets really low, it pops up. When you click the button 1, it automatically heals. It's basically the game helps you out. What the game does not tell you is, for example, you have that one injection on cooldown, and then in enemy fight with big boss, you have dropped to small health. The thing is, once you press the button 1, I don't know what's the sequence, but it picks one of your health packs. And it might be the case that they pick up health pack, for example, this one, that gives only 50 health. I have 5,000. It gives me absolutely nothing, alright? But the game does not tell you. Once this button pops up that you have low health, you can mash the button once, the button 1. What it happens, it's not by accident. While you have this triggered, and these health usually slowly or fastly over time give you the health. While you are still in this zone, you can smash it like 4 or 5 times, and you will have 5 or 4 these health items right away pumped in. You will have under the health bar icons popping up, 4 or 5, how much times you pressed, and they all basically heal you all the time. Other games, usually when they use one heal item, it gives you one effect. There's no point of using more of them. In this game, you can mash it and heal yourself to full health with whatever. So just I don't know, be crazy, mash it. Because if you accidentally pressed once and it was only 50 health, an enemy hits you with like 1000 damage, yeah, you need a lot of them. Anyways, small thing, but no one tells you. And the last one, absolutely the last one, is this is also important. Everything I mentioned was important. Is, remember when I explained you can upgrade your upgrade items. For example, this add-on. Yeah, this add-on. As you can see, they give. Let me find. Here's the better how I can show you the upgrades. Right. For example, you see 2% critical chance, different range, different armor pierce. The lower level, they have only 1 critical chance. Literally, this one thing I can put in weapon, upgrade it to maximum. What does not change is the percentage. 2 things does not change. Percentage will always be 1, so I'd say there's no point of upgrading this shit. This one, it has critical chance 2, it will remain always 2, so these percentages never change. What changes is these bars. These bars and the damage they additionally give, that changes. What else does not change is, that's why I said percentages and effects. And effects is these, for example, biohazard. It has additional 15%, 15 damage, and the weapon is green. I can fully upgrade it to the maximum, as you can see, quality 7 and material 12. This biohazard will still remain 15 only. And for example, if I had critical chance 0, or in this case 0, had 1, but in this case 0, it will also remain 0. Damage will increase, armor pierce will increase, fire rate, yeah, not so, yeah, fire rate I think also will remain. Anyways, these bars change, but percentage is always fixed, and this effect is always fixed. So be aware of it. There is no way you can pull off and get something like 50. In melee weapons, it actually changes quite drastically. 125, this is one of the best actually swords, 125 biohazard damage, and then there is only 50, and it will never be 125. Yeah, okay, anyways, super long video, but my question is, how much of everything what I showed you and explained you didn't know? And be honest in the comment section. If there was absolutely 0 new things you learned, I will take the blame. Please let me know that, say, Maris, you did not made a good job. I learned nothing new, and I will apologize, and I'm sorry for that. But I got a feeling at least few things you will be like, ah, nice, now I know it. All right, and that's it. That's the main goal. Last thing, because everyone already stopped watching, is I will just pop up my cool new awesome thing. For me, it's awesome because I had to make these mock-ups, and this is my shop, my new shop, where you can get some silly, just simple t-shirts that you can wear anywhere, every day. They are, I think, one of the cheapest, to be honest, because there is little $5 support goes to me. Otherwise, I decided if you want to support me, you need to have something more than just the videos from me. So you can get some cool t-shirts. Anyways, I will remove it. I'm not going to promote a lot, but I will put it in my videos. So yeah, because I have to pay for that stupid shop. Small money, but yeah, at least one shop in a year, one t-shirt in a year I would like to sell, so it doesn't go in too much minuses. All right. So now, with all those things, this is literally everything I know about the game that I wish to know sooner, or I realized too late, or at the end I was like, oh yeah, I need to listen to those stupid dialogues because they're actually awesome. And for example, the crafting, now I'm too much in a late game. Nothing I pick up can be useful for me, so I spoiled it for me as well because I was not crafting. And yeah, anyways, all the tips, apologize again from my side for a long video, but one long video is better than little ones where you have nothing new to learn, right? Please. All right, we'll meet in the next videos. Cheers.